You guys, check out this gorgeous sunrise. This is a view from my deck this morning. It is breathtaking. I can't wait till it warms up in the morning so I can start doing my miracle morning outside. It's gorgeous. How's it going, YouTube? I am in, sorry it's so dark. I am in week 2, starting today, of my summer shredding contest. It's a 90-day contest put on by Christian Guzman, so you'll see that in my previous video. I added my entry in on that video, so you can check it out there. I'm gonna do an update on my physique this morning, and then I'm gonna do a weigh-in really quick, so I'll show you that, and then I think we're gonna do a full day of eating. All right, you guys, so today marks week 2. I'm gonna step on the scale and show you my weigh-in this morning. Okay, 128.6. So all right, you guys, so I just made breakfast. This is 2 whole eggs, 3 egg whites, and then I'm also going to have a serving of this protein granola. There's 10 grams of protein, 31 carb, and 6 fat, so it's a really good source. So I measured out a serving of that on my trusty little scale, and then I'm gonna have half a grapefruit. That'll give me some fiber and a little bit more carbs and energy. I'm also gonna put some of this almond milk, 1 serving, which is 30 calories. It's about a cup, on my granola. So I'm gonna have this meal, and that's gonna be breakfast. And then I also, for water, I have my big Yeti cup. It's a 32 ouncer, but because I fill it up with ice every time, I just buy like about 25 ounces in this with ice. So I try to go for 5 of these a day to get my gallon in. I think I end up with more because I get up through the night and fill this up a couple times too. But it's a good little cup, and I love it.
And girl, would you look at that dress? It's a little short, and you know it. But that's when you're looking your best. And girl, when you give me that kiss, I'm turned on, 'cause it rolled off them sweet little lips.
Hey guys, so I just got out of my meeting. I couldn't record while I was in there, but I just wanted to let you know that I just had this Power Crunch bar while I was in there. I was starving. I'm getting ready to go home, have some lunch, and I will tell you what I have when I get there. The little one needs to eat as well. About a 40-minute drive for me from my office. My office is in this building here. Super nice, but it is a drive for me since I live clear out in the boonies. So what is up? I just got home from my office, and I'm gonna do lunch. So for lunch today, I'm having these little wraps. What I did is I took these Extreme Wellness high fiber tortillas, 50 calories per tortilla, 1.5 grams of fat, 16 carbs per tortilla, and 4 grams of protein. But the good thing is there's 11 grams of fiber in each one. So this really helps me hit my fiber. I did put about 5 ounces of deli ham. It's like organic deli ham, whatever. And then I put some pepperonis. They're just the normal ones. I can fit them in because I have a higher fat content right now, or fat allotment now because I'm nursing. So got a little bit of fats from that, and then I put some cheese. I literally have cheese at every meal. I can't help it. I just love it. So I'll do that, and I think on top I'm gonna I think I'm gonna put a little bit of either this mayo, this is honey mustard, or this horseradish sauce. I can't even say it. I'm actually going to save blackberries. So I bought a bunch of blackberries. This helps me hit my fibers too. I think I'm going to save these for tomorrow and Wednesday. So I'll probably have some strawberries instead. Got these. Sorry, I'm like cutting off my head. I need to learn to film up here. And then I did make these meals. These are, oh, here's my fridge. So these are a few meals. This sweet potatoes and turkey meatloaves that I made. Really simple meatloaves. I can do that, you know, at a different time, kind of go over how I make those. But it's got baked sweet potatoes. I just roasted off some sweet potatoes. Lots of ground turkey and fruits, tomatoes, fresh produce. Of course, grapefruits. I always have those. Eggs, chicken, and yeah. Later I'm gonna make some white chicken chili, so I will record a little bit of that for you guys so you see that. Guys, I'm making my white chicken chili that I told you I was gonna make, and I've got mascara all over my eyes because I just got done chopping an onion. And in this pan, there is a whole yellow onion. There is 2 cans of 4 ounces, 2 4-ounce cans of green chilies, about 2 cloves of crushed garlic. I just get this minced, whatever, this chopped garlic in the jar, and that is going into a pan. I'm going to saute this for a little bit, and then to that I'm going to add chili powder, so just about a ½ teaspoon of chili powder, about a ¼ teaspoon of cayenne pepper. You can add more if you want a little more spice. About a half teaspoon of, about a teaspoon of oregano, a teaspoon of cumin, ½ teaspoon of black pepper, and then a ½ teaspoon of salt. And then that's all going to go into this pan. Once I saute that, I'm going to add in 24 ounces of chicken broth, and I got the reduced sodium brand or style. In this pan, I've got frozen chicken tenderloins boiling. There's about 1.5 pounds in there. What I'm going to do is, as soon as it's done boiling, I'm going to let it cool down. I'm going to peel it and kind of shred it, and then I will add it to my pan. Now to this, and I will go through that as I get closer, but to that, to make it creamy, to kind of get that creamy consistency, I'm going to add 4 ounces of third less fat. I use this the Noof cheese. I use this, and it's a third less fat. So I use half a block of that, or 4 ounces, and then also fourth a cup of half and half. And this is going to give you that creaminess. And then once that cooks a little bit, you can kind of taste it, decide if you want a little more flavor to it. I like it as is. If I'm gonna go, so let's say if my daughter's not gonna eat it, I will make it a little more spicy and add some more cayenne pepper to it. But this whole thing makes, I believe, I wanna say 10 1-cup servings. So I take a measuring cup and just measure out a cup, and that's how I measure my for my calories. I went ahead and put all of that in my MyFitnessPal and made a recipe out of that. And then, so when I go to add it into my MyFitnessPal so that I can log it for my calories and my macros for the day, then I have the recipe in there as white chicken chili. Oh, hello, you have to add the rest of the stuff. So in here, I have drained 1 can of sweet corn, a 15-ounce can, and 2 cans of Great Northern beans, and that would be these guys, Great Northern beans, high fiber, and then the kernel corn. So I will add this as well before I add the chicken broth. So try out this recipe. I'll show you what it looks like all finished, or maybe right before I add the cream cheese and the half and half, so you can kind of see how that looks and cooks down. So hope you try this recipe. It's super delicious, super yummy on a cold day, even on a hot day. It's just, so my white chicken chili has been cooking for quite a while, just on simmer, and I just added 4 ounces of cream cheese in here, and then I'm also going to add a ¼ cup of half and half, and just toss this in, and then I'm going to stir this. And you're gonna see instantly it gets super creamy. And I will let this cook, and you'll see I added that chicken in, just shredded it up, took out the parts that I didn't want eaten, because when you eat the chicken tenders, there's like a little tendon that comes through that chicken. So I took all that off, shredded it up, added it to here. I'm gonna let this cook and let that cream cheese and the half and half cook into the chili, and then it'll be ready to eat. So that's dinner. All right, you guys, that's going to conclude this video. I hope you like and subscribe. Try this recipe out. It's so delicious, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Have an awesome week.